don't know if y'all caught the tail end of that sentence.
Hello, everyone.
Hey, y'all.
How is everyone? I mean, I always do that. I don't know
Hey,
why.
everybody.
I always be like, how are you guys doing before we're even officially live? I mean, no one's going to
Right.
respond in that situation. Not a
It's
single
okay,
person.
though. It's not okay. It's not okay. It's okay. It's not okay. It's not okay. No, I'm sticking with that. It
I
was a
need
mistake,
to
but it's not okay.
I need to get that together. Need to do better. Need to do better. Okay. Oh, ow, ouch, ouch! I just dropped my phone on my leg and my foot.
Ouch. That hard ass iPhone.
12. Okay, we're officially live because I just got the alert from Stream Elements.
Ow.
Okay, so now how is everyone doing in the universe of Twitch and the world and
Right.
everywhere?
The internet. Hey, internet.
Hey, y'all on the intranet. On the intranet. I am Chevy the Superstar
Toya.
and this is Two Snaps and a Circle.
Mm.
2 snaps.
Baby.
How are you doing today?
Okay. Not a lot going on. It's real quiet over here. I haven't been doing a lot. Been kind of kicking back, chilling. But yeah, trying to get the mental right, stay on a good path. So that's kind of how I'm feeling and what I've been up to. What about yourself?
Just working. That's not how I'm doing.
Yeah.
Uh,
But sometimes I and oddly I feel what you're saying, where it's just like you don't, maybe you feel like I don't feel anything. I've just been living life.
yes,
I
it has been an interesting week. I went to the doctor a couple of weeks ago, and I guess your body is like a car. You know how you go to the car and you be like, yeah, your car is all good. I just changed your oil and did all this and put the filter in. And then 2 weeks later, your car's putt-putting. And you're like, what the hell is wrong with my car?
What?
Well, my shoulder is putt-putting. Like, my shoulder has been hurting, but it hurts worse now since I went to the doctor than it's ever hurt, ever.
Yeah.
And so I have not been getting great sleep this week.
Because you have to like pick and choose how you're gonna position yourself. If you get in the wrong spot, it's a wrap.
Yeah. And they gave me muscle relaxers and I don't want to take them
Because they
because
will
I like
relax
to
you.
drink.
You'd be slumped. You wouldn't make it to your bed. You'd be
Yeah.
like,
So I took one day and I just went to sleep instantly because I didn't want to know how it was gonna make me feel. I just went to sleep.
yeah.
But yeah, I'm in a lot of pain right now.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't even about to lie
Mm-hmm.
to you. I'm in a lot of
Mm-hmm.
pain right now. But
Mm-hmm.
that's pretty much all I've been thinking about all week because it's been hurting all week, like really bad. But other
Yeah.
than that, I'm good.
Yeah. I mean, when your body starts telling you stuff, and my body soul, like it's all connected, and it's all interconnected. So when one kind of is wonky and a little off, it's hard to stay high spirited. It's hard to do the things that you love to do with them. What is somebody I follow someone, and they love the movie Drumline, and they put up like, why do I continuously watch this movie? I asked Google, and they said that typically when you have like some type of anxiety, or you have something going on like mentally,
Mm-hmm.
there is something that tells you to watch something that is your favorite or that you love, because it reminds you that everything's gonna be all right. There's, yeah, you might be feeling something, right? But at the end of the day, legs still work the way they do, arms still work the way they do. The world is still spinning out there. Like, things are gonna be all right. No need to be anxious, no need to be sad or mad or whatever it may be. Like just woosah.
As I try
So
to loosen up my shoulder
right,
pain.
right, right. And I think like although that's more of a mental thing,
No, but I
I,
get it. I must be under a lot of anxiety because all I do is watch things I enjoy constantly.
it's true. It's true. So
But speaking of that, so I finally decided to try Paramount Plus because I
okay.
like Bar Rescue. And
So I haven't watched Bar Rescue in years.
yeah, like they have a whole new season and he started in Vegas. Like the first 3 episodes are
Ooh,
centered in Vegas. The people next door are really just doing a lot
I was about to say, is like that a
outside
car door or
right now. I don't know. But he started in Vegas and he's doing Vegas and I really like Bar Rescue. I watch Bar Rescue all day,
oh,
but
it's
I
so
can't
good.
because it's on the Paramount Network. And yeah, so I decided I'm gonna do this month free of Paramount.
Yeah.
There are no, it's probably 4 movies that I would watch, but they got me with the TV shows.
Mm.
A lot of the times when these people get the content from Nickelodeon, they don't have the older shows like uh Are You Afraid of the Dark, Hey Dude, uh
Mm.
Double Dare, Guts, Legends of the Hidden Temple, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So like when Amazon Prime first started, they had a few episodes of Are You Afraid of Dark because that's where all the Nickelodeon content was. But they literally have all of that all of that, all
They
of
got
that.
all the
So
gems.
I've been watching Are You Afraid of the Dark? Like I never seen it because I watched all the episodes when I had Amazon Prime. But I've been watching Are You Afraid of the Dark all week. They got Beavis and Butthead, so I was watching Beavis and Butthead. I was watching Daria. I was watching.
Bruh,
I have
take
not
me
watched Bar
back.
Rescue yet. I haven't watched
Yeah, but
Bar
you like you're
Rescue.
gonna get to
Yeah, I'm gonna
it.
get to it.
Yeah, Bar
Yes.
Rescue was always good. What up, GFT radio?
Yes.
Man, no, for real. I don't know what it was about that. I mean, I know what it was. It was him cussing people out about the nastiness. Cause
Yes.
you can't get mad at somebody yelling at you about how nasty you are.
Some of them people did. My favorite episode is the one where the dude is drunk. He don't even really work at the bar. He's just a bar patron who there all the time. So they kind of like gave him little like, you know how you go to the liquor store and you see the guy that's like smidge homeless and he like cleaning up the liquor store. Like,
Yeah.
like
Yeah, he's like more than a patron,
yeah,
but
but
like
he not like he don't
not
always
exactly
have
an
money to
employee.
buy
Not
stuff.
right. He's not an
So
employee. He's just right there in the middle, like
yeah,
always there.
yeah, so they just let him mop the floor so he get a beer or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like this was that guy. You know what I'm saying? And he was so drunk when John Taffer came in there that he was like, "You ain't gonna be talking to me, John Tafferty." He was like John Taggerty, John Taggerty, and then
Everything but his name.
they had him in the confessional. He's like, "I know his name. It's John Taggerty, John Taggerty, John Taggerty." I
That's my
love
favorite episode. I don't think I've seen
that.
it.
I love
I've
that
never
episode.
seen reruns of that show.
Oh my
I
god.
don't even feel like I have a favorite one because it's just the same thing. Like
Oh my god. I love Bar Rescue.
and I feel like he done turned up over the years.
He has, but I mean, honestly, what I've noticed about Bar Rescue is when he really sees that someone is trying, he doesn't go in on them. Another favorite episode of mine is when they went to New Orleans and they went to this place that's you know how they got like the cup. Every restaurant in like New Orleans has their own like signature cup and drink, like kind of like Fat Tuesdays.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And this guy, he was in business with another company. He broke off and he stole their idea and he made his own and he wasn't successful. So John came in there and the chef went in and tasted the gumbo and he got
Oh, is
sick.
that with the bomb? It was like
Yes,
turtle
yes,
shaped,
yes,
or it was like
yes.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And you remember the black dude went in and tasted the gumbo. He got sick and he started throwing up in the bathroom. And John Taffer just started smacking all the food off the thing. He just smacked, and it was smacking them in the face and smacking them.
What is this? Been times where I'm wondering like, is John having a bad day, and does he just like take it up just a notch? Like, hell yeah, I'm taking it out on these all right,
Sometimes
yeah.
I think he gonna have a heart attack on set
I'll be
and
yeah,
just
I'll be scared for him. I've been scared for him. There's been times where I've been like, man, I think John about to
just collapse. He just about to collapse, like. But he's still here, and it just collapse, full collapse.
bro.
Oh man, I actually think he like a little bit better now. Like
That's good. That's
he
good.
don't really
I think
he'll go in on you. He'll
his
call you a
family
failure.
his family has probably said like his kids was probably like, Dad, you're a grandfather now.
You gotta
You
relax,
gotta
bro.
chill, bro,
You gotta
because you're
relax.
gonna pop something, and
A blood vessel.
I something, and I'm really worried. So,
Oh,
do you want to see your grandchildren see that on television? Do you want your children to see that? Your wife? Okay, then. Because you forget, you think like I think he would. One time he had his wife on the show. You're like,
ex
John Taffer married?
ex-wife.
Yeah, ex-wife,
Yeah.
ex-wife. Yeah, he like we still make money together. This how I pay the alimony.
Oh my
No, I
god.
feel you. Paramount Plus is gonna be hard to resist if they come in like that.
I mean, but they
Especially
don't
once
have any movies though. Like
maybe
no
they'll find
movie.
a way to be better. Like maybe, I mean, can they? Like,
I mean, they can, but like the movie content is like B-list, C-list, like old, like movies from the 70s, 60s,
so
70s, and 80s.
I wonder what the issue is. I wonder if they weren't able to get like a lot of their films because they were still tied into contracts with other streaming platforms.
That was it. That's maybe true because honestly, I thought it was weird because they had Avengers. Like I was like,
Mm-hmm.
that's random. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
so I mean, it definitely could be a part. But the TV show game is strong. It's super strong. Like if you want to
Okay.
watch Guts, Legends of the Hidden Temple.
Man, haven't seen that stuff in years, bro. Years.
And I mean, I'm always a sucker for Are You Afraid of the Dark? I literally,
Same. I just haven't seen that stuff in so long.
Pluto, the Pluto Network, they used to play like Are You Afraid of the Dark and Rocko's Modern Life and Rugrats and all that. But they stopped playing it because of Paramount Plus. But I watched that
Mhm.
every night to go to sleep up until like a month ago when they changed the line. Like when we came back from Vegas, they had changed their lineup and I was pissed off. So I had to find another recourse.
Had to do something else.
Yeah, something else. I had to do something else. All right. So I got, I got my stuff. I got a nice amount of stuff. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
A little movie news for y'all. A lot of movie news for y'all, actually.
I love it when it's a lot of movie news.
It's a nice amount. So y'all ready for this? DNL movie news. Because I was about to try to do something.
I got to chop that because I've been watching a lot of Legendary. I have to chop that movie news.
that wasn't right.
You said like what?
That wasn't right. I was like, y'all ready for this? Movie news, movie news, movie news, movie news.
Yo, I cannot wait to record movie news sound bites. Oh my god. I cannot wait.
Ooh, okay.
Movie news in it, how?
Okay, let me get my life. Let me clink it up. Okay. So to start movie news off, I have some bad news for people who like this show. Namely Jarrell, if he's watching tonight. Manifest is canceled. So there you go.
It sucks when I don't even watch that show, and I just hate hearing shows get canceled. I mean, I know it's gonna happen. It's the movie business, but it's just so sad when a show gets canceled because
people are invested.
People are invested. The potential is just like,
yep. And now you just gotta.
And now you just got to be without. Like,
What happened to such and such? Where is such and such gonna go? What is such and such gonna do? The world may never know.
the world may never know. At
And
least
that's
when a
just
show ends, they're gonna be, they're like, this is our final season. We're gonna give you things that you maybe thought you didn't think you needed, or we're gonna continue these stories on. But when it gets canceled, it's just a whole wrap. It's like,
it's just
well, what
canceled.
happened to the one
Most people
idea?
don't finish. Like if a show gets canceled before it's supposed to, most people just stop where they at and they never go back. Because it's disappointing.
Yep.
It's disappointing.
Sheesh.
Well, that's the only show that I have, that's canceled this week. So, but
Well,
it's
that's
still
good.
summer, so things can still happen.
The
Um,
possibilities is endless.
James Wan released the title. This was last week movie news. I didn't do enough reading. But James Wan released the title of the new Aquaman 2 movie, and it's gonna be called Aquaman and the Last Kingdom.
Okay.
There is a Splinter Cell TV show in development at Netflix. Splinter Cell, if you don't know, is a video game that was on Xbox.
Was it a Tom Clancy?
Yes. It's the
I
one where
remember that. I
like
remember that when
you
I was
got
a
to
kid.
sneak around.
Yeah, I
Really?
remember that. Oh, I tried to play that game.
Oh my god, I used to love that
This
game.
one level I remember very specifically is crawling down the wall, going into a window, and it was like a science lab, and you could knock no shit
Oh
over.
yes.
And, oh man, that shit was hard.
It
But
was because that's
I
where I
love that
stopped.
game.
That's when I stopped playing it because I
I
couldn't
love
beat that level.
I love that game.
Like I
That level
beat
was
a
hard as
Splinter
fuck.
Cell.
Maybe that's why I remember, because that level was hard.
I have that game in my room.
Ooh,
I have that.
we should play. We should play.
I have all the Splinter Cells. I love Splinter Cell. That's one of my favorite like games that I can kind of play, but kind of can't play real good.
Uh-huh.
But I can kind of play it like because I be sneaking up on people real good, and I be you
Yeah.
strangle them real good, and you bring them
Oh
down.
man, that was my favorite. The strangle. Ooh. Oh, did we GFT Radio said, did y'all discuss the cancellation of Jupiter's Legacy? I was
Yes, we did.
heartbroken. We
Yes,
did.
we
That was
did.
last week.
That's why I
Right?
never watched it. See, I told
Yep.
you that's why I wasn't gonna watch it.
And that's
GFT
so messed up. Like,
because
just
I
ruining.
knew by the trailer that it wasn't gonna be renewed, so I didn't want to watch it. I was
Sad.
like,
Sad. Sad.
okay, so did you know that they're releasing a live action Resident Evil TV show on Netflix?
I want to say yes. I want to say I remember you either mentioning this before, or I don't know if we talked about this offline, but something in my head is saying, yeah, I did know about this.
So what's interesting
I'm
is
interested in that.
yeah, but they're coming out with a cartoon movie, a second
Mm-hmm.
part of a cartoon movie that they already released years ago. But then they're also doing a live action show.
That's gonna be sick.
So full disclosure, guys, this week movie news was kind of really hard because E3 was also this week. So I was bombarded with video game news as well as movie news. And I was like,
Yeah, and we know those worlds kind of collide
yeah,
sometimes.
but you know, all of the news, video game and movie.
You might as well.
But no, I just, I
It's a lot.
sifted through because I mean, look, half the stuff I just told you about is video game related.
Yeah.
And the next two things I have to say are video game related as well. The teaser trailer dropped for The Witcher, for season 2 of The Witcher the other day. I'm happy about that. The Witcher is also a video game, if you do not know. Henry Cavill plays The Witcher. And yeah, I'm ready for the second season. It looks good. They also dropped the teaser trailer for the Cuphead TV show that will be released on Netflix, which is also a video game. It's going to be an animated series, and Wayne Brady will be playing King Dice, who is the villain of Cuphead.
Really?
Yes.
Let's go, Wayne Brady.
Mm-hmm.
Black actors.
And it's did I say it's a teaser trailer? Yeah, I think I said that. Okay, thank you. Okay. Disney Plus confirmed the villain for She-Hulk, and it will be played by Jamila Jamil. I think that's how you say her name, from The Good Place.
So, yes, and I know her from Legendary on HBO.
Oh, she was a judge?
Yeah, she's a judge on Legendary. Yep.
Okay, because it's a dancer from there that I'll be seeing on TikTok. Somebody Hennessy, somebody. Hennessy banana. Nah, let me not. Let me not.
Oh, honey Balenciaga.
There we go. Why I say Hennessy?
You like merged like
Oh my God. You haven't seen a season 1 of The Witcher? You
oh,
need to watch that.
that sounds like I do too, because I have not.
The Witcher is good, but I mean, I ain't watched it because I played the video game.
Mm-hmm.
I've watched it because I like Henry Cavill. Okay? Beautiful.
I do
Beautiful
too.
man.
This is a
Beautiful man.
beautiful man.
They revealed the logo for the new Flash movie.
Oh snap!
Looks nice. It looks nice.
What is
It's
it?
the
Is it?
Flash.
It's not just like the good old Thunderbolt.
It is, but it's like fancier.
Okay, okay. Let
It's
me look it up real quick.
a little bit fancier. Disney Plus has decided to now premiere all their new releases on Wednesday.
What?
I mean, I
Okay,
guess
okay.
Loki did really good. I mean, Loki is doing really good, and
Oh, it is
just
fancy.
a like little, a promo out there to put it out there in the atmosphere. Me and Willie Styles from GFT Radio will be going live next Wednesday at
Hey,
9 o'clock,
tune in. Yep, 9 o'clock.
talking about the first 2 episodes of
Hey,
Loki.
I
We got a
mean, look,
lot to
I
say.
swear, it's like Wednesday come and then that's all I hear. Like the next day, that's all I hear about.
I
Like
mean, it's a lot,
all in my timeline.
It's a lot. Like, me and Devin came over here and watched the first episode the other day, and we got
Mm-hmm.
to talking about it, and I got to crying, and it's just a lot. It's just a lot. It's just a
Lord,
lot. Okay.
Lord.
I literally had to walk away from myself. I can't do this. I can't. And I had to go get a tissue and I had to dry my tear ducts. I had to dry them because I got real emotional. All right. So the Lord of the Rings is releasing, the Lord of the Rings, New Line Cinema is releasing an animated movie for the Lord of the Rings, The War of somebody name with an R. I don't know how to say it, so I'm not going to say it. ROHIRRIM. If you know how to say it right now.
Say it.
Okay?
Say it right.
All
Say
right.
it out loud to all your friends.
This will tell the story of Helm's Deep. If you don't know what Helm's Deep is the stronghold where the battle for the ring took place in Lord of the Rings 2. And it will tell the story of King Rohan and Helm Hammerhead. That's a good movie too. If you have not seen Lord of the Rings 1 or 2, you definitely need to see 2 because 2 was
It's the one. That's the one.
I mean, 2 blew my mind.
You
It
talking
blew
about
my
like
mind.
yeah, Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter. What's another one? Star Wars. What's another one?
Hunger Games.
Well, no, I did get into Hunger Games. A lot of those I just didn't get into them. And one day I'm gonna be like 45 and I'm like, I watched all of the Lord of the Rings and they're great.
And I spent 18 hours doing it.
I just had some time.
And it's a big spider in the last one, so.
Ooh, how did you deal?
Oh, I didn't see it. I still haven't seen it. I've seen the movie 4 times, but I've never seen the spider. Everybody told me when to close my eyes, and they told me when to open them. My brothers are not Bart Simpson.
Yeah. No, I was about to say I have the complete opposite. My brother sent me a picture of a car with a bunch of fish flies all over him. I'm like, you just like to torture me.
See, this is the beautiful thing about my brothers. If it freaks them out, they don't want to freak me out. So the spider freaked Devin out. So he said, "No, like I tell you when to open your eyes because I don't want to watch it." Okay, no, we went to the movies to see that 3 times.
Like only freaked out by like he's not a big fan of like movies with sexual assault scenes in them or anything close to that, and it's like, I'm not going to be a cruel person and send him something.
No, because that's like
revenge for the fish fly photo. Like,
I mean, they don't look so bad in a picture.
Oh, it's not bad at all in a
But I don't
picture.
want to see
No.
him in my life, normal day life.
Nah, I'm good.
Okay, so let's see where we at. Okay.
Gigi.
The trailer for Monsters at Work dropped, and I think it's gonna be really amazing. It's gonna introduce kids like Ava and Tristan to the Monster
Mm-hmm.
Inc., and I think that's gonna be
That's gonna be
super
that
dope.
is so dope because it's so true. Like you miss that whole. You realize what kids miss out on, and we're not talking about like the guts and the uh uh whatever. You're like, dang, you really about to be able to not only just know Toy Story, like you can see everything else. Oh, it's just a beautiful thing. I love it.
Yeah, and it
I'm happy
really
for it.
looks good. I like the premise of it. It's
Yeah,
like this
I
young
will. That's the
guy.
movie that I'll definitely be like trying to see. Like,
Yeah, it's gonna be good. I'm going to enjoy it. Like it's going to be good. Wait a minute, who is this lady? Okay, okay, all right, okay. I'm
all
getting
the
my
Harry
next.
Potters were awesome.
Yeah, I have only seen one, maybe two. I didn't start liking them until people started dying. Like I saw the one where the little guy died. Oh, where the little guy he died. And like,
Oh,
the redhead guy, his whole house got burnt down and they jumped through a portal and the little
oh,
guy died. And they started arguing by a tree and then maybe Harry Potter. It was
oh,
really sad. The little guy died. I don't know what his name
oh.
is. And I started crying. I didn't even know what the hell was going on. The little guy just
It
died. And
seems
you
like
don't want to see
it's a show that gets hella emotional. Like,
that.
we're not just about magic and wands here.
Yeah, what's that guy's little guy name with the ears? The little guy, Dobby. Dobby, he
Dobby,
died. He died, man. He just
man,
died right in Harry Potter's little arms. It was real sad.
damn, R.I.P.
It's real. It was real sad. Okay, so there is a show by the actress by the name of Amanda Peet called The Chair that will premiere on Netflix on August 20th, starring Sandra Oh from Killing Eves and Grey's Anatomy,
Okay,
Holland
okay.
Taylor. I don't want to call her this, but I mean, she is Sarah Paulson's girlfriend. She was in Legally Blind. I mean,
Mm-hmm. Blonde.
Legally Blonde and Hollywood and
Barely.
and Nana Mensa. She was in 13 Reasons Why.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
guess what? Guess what? You already know.
Have we added someone new to the cast of Knives Out?
Yes.
What?
Jessica
I need
Henwick.
who?
Jessica Henwick from Iron Fist. She played Colleen on Iron Fist, and she gonna be in Matrix 4. She was added to the cast of
Oh,
Knives Out this week.
I'm excited for Matrix 4.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
a good Matrix.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out, is it just going to be cameos? Is it like...
I mean, at this point, who the freak knows?
Man, and at this point, like, who cares?
Like, it's just too much. I thought I was like, is this the same person from the last time? And am I gonna look stupid on camera? No. It's a new person.
I need them to stop building this movie an actor at a time.
I know. I mean, well, shoot, I guess if we cared about Knives Out before, we'd have been getting this information as they handed it to us too, because
good point.
Beauty and the Beast TV show is in the works at Disney Plus.
Ooh.
Josh Gad and Luke Evans will be reprising their roles because they both played in the Beauty and the Beast live action film. Josh Gad was in the Frozen movie and The Wedding Ringer. Luke Evans was in Ma and Beauty and the Beast. I mean, he's in Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah, you can't get right. Can't go
with
wrong.
a new actress. It was nothing. She was only like on her IMDb. It was only like short films. Her name is Brianna Middleton, and she is Black. So
nice.
I mean, I don't know if she all the way Black. She looked Black to me.
Right. Like I do have a little Black in you, Blake. Blake. Especially you got Blake Mama. You got Blake Mama. Something about that Black Mama is just different.
You're right, because that's your mama. Because that's your mama.
Because that's your mama.
Okay. Lil Rel, John Cena, Yvonne, how you say her last name?
Orgy.
Thank you. From Insecure, if you do not know. And Meredith Hanger from Search Party and Brightburn because everybody
Mm,
know who Lil Rel and John Cena is, will
yeah.
star in Vacation Friends, premiering on Hulu on August 27th. I have no idea what the movie's about. Do you know, Toya?
I don't know either, but I am a big fan of Insecure. Love to, with Insecure ending. I'm just excited to see Yvonne in something else. I think she's going to be great. I think she's funny. I think she's a great actress. Or she's on her way to being a great actress. I think this is like a really great way for her to like catapult in that world of movies and not be pigeonholed as Molly and just like TV shows and guest appearances. Like
Hmm.
she should be headlining, co-starring for the show. So yes,
Yes.
I see this for her.
Yes. Central Park 2 season 2. Central Park season
Mm-hmm.
2 premieres on Apple TV on June 25th. I said that wrong.
What's that?
And it's a cartoon.
I think I know what you're talking about. Let me look
Yeah.
it up real quick.
But speaking of it, I forgot to mention that they dropped the trailer for the new season of the morning show this
Oh, they
week.
did. Okay, yeah, I've seen
Woo!
this Super Park show
And let
before.
me just tell you something. If
And
you
you,
not,
Jarrell, told me about that a minute ago.
oh my
Y'all
God, it's
told me
such
about this show
so
a
good.
minute ago.
It's so
I
good.
need to get my life.
So good. If
I
you are
might have
not
to just pay the
watching
extra.
it, you
Yeah,
need to be watching it. You
yeah.
need
Okay,
to. Just
I need
watch
to do
it.
that.
It's amazing. It's stressful. We had to take a few days off. We had to because it could be too much. And I mean, when you watching something with somebody else and it gets to be too much,
Oh,
it's
yeah,
too
because when
much.
you have that moral support, you just think in your head like we'll be fine.
Mm-mm.
Like we'll be okay. And
Mm-hmm.
I haven't given any Apple TV web series any chance, TV series any
Oh,
chance. So I really need to like
I
hop
watched
on
that
that.
other show too. I watched the other show too where the woman got the fake baby. I can't think of what the name of the show is right
I
now
know what
though.
you're talking about. I can't think of the
The
name of it.
servant, the something like that. But that
Yeah.
show is interesting too. And the boy from the Harry Potters is on it. The
Mm.
redhead boy is on it.
Mm.
And the lady who was in 6 Feet Under and I Can't Hardly Wait. She is in it as well.
Well, well.
And she was actually in a movie that we watched too, but I can't think what it is right now. Oh, she was in In and Out. Redhead.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay.
Okay. So this is the final piece of movie news. A show called, and I wrote it like this because I never heard of it. A show called Human Resources, a spinoff from Big Mouth, will be coming to Netflix, starring Nick Kroll, the guy who does the voice of the boy who fucks his pillows and stuff.
Mhm.
Maya Rudolph, Kiki
Yes.
Palmer,
Yes.
Andy Bryant from Saturday Night Live, and Randall Park from WandaVision,
Let's go.
Ant-Man, and Fresh Off the Boat.
Let's
One of
go.
those things should have told you who he is. Like
Right. Figure it out.
so
Use your
that
Googles.
is. Are you ready for this? Boom, 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 movie news, movie news, movie news, movie news. Now I
I
gotta pee
wasn't
though.
ready.
I gotta
I
pee.
totally forgot the melody that you
Yeah, no, I just changed it up, but I do have to pee. So Toya, while I'm peeing, you can tell them about what we watched.
Oh, for sure. Well, Lord have mercy. We are continuing with Pride Month, strong and long, just the way some of y'all like it, with a movie called Dog Day Afternoon. It was from 1975. I would classify this as a drama, maybe crime drama, maybe. Yeah. And it stars our good man, Al Pacino, and simple and plain, it's three amateur bank robbers plan to hold up a bank. A nice, simple robbery. Walk in, take the money, and run. Unfortunately, the supposedly uncomplicated heist suddenly becomes a bizarre nightmare as everything that does go wrong. And it's directed by Sidney Lumet. But yeah, you may know the other guy in the movie. His name is, what is his name? He plays Sal. His name is John Cazale. He's also from the Godfather series. I forget who he plays in the Godfather series. Who does he play? Let me look it up real quick. But yeah, who is he in Godfather? Let's see. He played Fredo. He played Fredo in the good old Godfather. So we watched Dog Day Afternoon, and I guess a spoiler alert for those who have or have not watched. So sorry for those who have not watched. Spoiler is that, bruh, man, come to find out, the reason he was there was because he was trying to steal the bread for his girl, who's really a man, his wife, who is really his husband, technically. So, yeah. You're back.
Yes, I'm here.
yeah,
I thought I put myself on mute.
Nah, you didn't. You was coughing.
I was coughing. It was a lot of cough. I thought I hit the mute, but I didn't. I'm sorry, everyone. What have you told them?
I told them about the movie. I told them what happened at the end. I said, spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
But man, this was an old ass movie.
Oh yeah.
I mean, every 5 minutes I was just reminded, like, why is this movie so damn old?
But you know, it was nominated for a lot of Oscars and it won Best Screenplay. It won Best Screenplay. That's why I remember why I watched it. I watched it because it was on AFI's list of 100 best films. It's not anymore, I don't think, but yeah, that's why I ended up watching it.
I don't want to say it was weak or whack, but I have to say, like, I don't know if it's just because
it's 2021.
It's 2021. It's long. Like,
I enjoyed it though.
For what? Yeah, I mean, there were moments I was like, hell yeah, I really like this movie.
It was funny.
But yeah, like it was plenty of moments where I just kind of like laughed out loud, like, hold on, this is not a comedy. No, it's not a comedy.
But it's based off a true story, and I forgot that. Like, I forgot that.
Yeah, that tripped me out when it first came on, and it like opens up and it says, this is based off a true story. Like, the subtitles cracked me up because it had no storytelling. Like,
no, like at the end,
was like,
it was just like the
what? When it said his wife, his actual wife,
Angela, she just got her 2 kids. She
on welfare. I'm like, damn.
You know, it reminds me of Westworld 1976 because of the simplicity of it all.
Yes. Just like
they was just straight to the point, man. Straight to the point, man.
It was never a moment where they let it breathe a little bit, where they wanted to be like, hey, this is what the life that they lived in. You know, because typically when I read subtitles like that, when they come to the end, I don't know what they call them for movie in the movie world industry, but when I read those and they tell you the story of how everything ended, I always read it in this voice, like, and yes, and just like this soft, like, oh man.
I always read it like, so they went to the place and they did what they did and they were happy. Or that's how I read it, like such and such.
I'll read it very fairy tale like, because I think that's where that comes from for me in that world. You know what I'm saying? Like, movies ended, Cinderella, and it's like, and they lived happily ever after.
Oh no.
And so I tend to read even if it's bad, just like, and he was killed 5 years later. He was on parole until 2027. Like, damn, this is like back in 97. Like, fuck.
No, my voice be like that Star Wars, because you know that Star Wars is forceful.
Oh,
be
my
like,
God.
long time ago, when things were happening, stuff was being done, and nobody could understand why. And this happened, and now we're here.
Oh my gosh.
Mine have a little bit of force to it.
Hilarious. But yeah. But this movie opens up like, again, straight to the goddamn point. Just like Al Pacino looking very Scarface-ish, like, just but with longer hair, just chilling, like, yeah, we ready. You know, the lookout go check in the window, come back, whisper something to him. He hop out the whip. No, there's homeboy Sal hop out the whip. He go up in the joint, and he just pull out like a machine gun, like pow pow on the manager. The manager on the phone, like,
let me call you back.
Let me call you right back. Because my man told him, he was like, just act like everything's normal. Just keep doing what you're doing, even though I got this machine gun pointed right at your head. Just, just act like it's normal. And then Al Pacino, like, I love seeing where he came from, because you see, it's just like when we watch the early Denzel, you see all of the stuff. Like, all I saw was Any Given Sunday, like all I saw was the Scarface moment. I just, the way he pulled out that gun, he just
yes.
Like, he just was acting like he was doing something else. Was like, I don't know, motherfuckers.
But no, but like, why? Like, why though? Like, did it take him
smooth with it? Like,
so,
the way
like,
was, where he just was like,
no, he wasn't. But that was to play against the character. The fact that they wanted us to let us know that he had no clue about. And then the old boy, I don't even remember his name. Like, oh, Sal, I can't. I mean,
Sam?
Sonny, I can't do this.
Oh man, you could just tell that he's like, I'm your friend,
but this is too much. This too much.
I think his name was Stevie. I think this is him. This might be him, because they have the older pictures of him on the IMDb.
It's so funny. Like, if they never did anything else, they have the young pictures. But if they've been acting,
then they
have to know what they look like. You have to know.
Yes,
you have to know what they look
incredibly
like.
true. You have to know what they look like. But yo, bruh man said, I can't do this. Like, y'all pulled out the guns. Y'all are starting to ask for the money. This is really a robbery. I think
extra stage left. I'm an extra stage
like
left.
Berman said, I can't do it, Sonny. When he said his name, like, I was so surprised, because that's the thing in all movies. Like, you never say your friend's name. And they were tripping me out, because like they mentioned eventually a little bit later on in the movie, like, what was your goddamn plan? Like, it's kind of like y'all just was like, he said this out loud, this the day we doing it.
Well, they said they got the intel from somebody.
They said they got the intel from my man's downtown, but dude must have been high or not gave a fuck about, for real, or just told them some bogus shit. Because back to the point, I don't think nobody believed that he was really about that life.
Yeah, because there wasn't even no money in there.
It wasn't no money in there. So, like, as I said,
$1,700.
As I said, they went in there for just a quick, simple robbery. Like, and that's how, I mean, we all know that that's how bank robberies go. You've seen Set It Off. You under a minute. You've seen when people steal money. You've seen Oceans, all of them. It's quick, baby. You didn't even know it happened. The money's gone. Bye-bye. See you later. And I just felt it. Because I'm like, this is going too well. Like, when does things go awry? And
he burnt that registry, which I don't even understand why he did that.
It's because he worked at a bank before and he knew things. Like, he
knew a lot about a lot.
He knew a lot about a lot.
It's so many lines from that movie was put in other movies. Like,
yes, I will say that is the thing that I do enjoy about watching movies from the 50s, 60s, and 70s, and even the 80s, because what you find is all of our 90s, 2000 references, like, or big things, they just took like stuff from the 70s, from back then.
Like, I know a lot about a lot. I don't know a lot about a lot, but I know a little about a little.
It's like, what? Dude, what? Like, you make no sense.
I know a lot about a lot of things. And I was like, yo, Bad Boys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Marcus?
Yeah, but so we start there, and they just take too long, and
they take too long. Like, they first of all, they lose a guy. My favorite part of that whole, like, my man Stevie walking out on them is when he leaves, he sees that there's a girl under the desk, and then he comes back like Sonny, and then he's looking like, what the fuck you want? You left. And he like, it's a girl under the desk.
But no, the killing part about that, it was a girl in the bathroom the whole time.
The whole first 30 minutes of the movie. Like, and for real, baby girl was definitely in there like the 2021 version of sitting on the toilet just scrolling on your phone trying to get through that last 30 minutes of your shift.
She like, just in there BSing though. She's just in there just literally walking around, singing songs in her head, doing her hair.
She had no book. She had no book. Nothing. They came in there. She was like, ah.
So, all of a sudden the police just calling.
How? That phone rang.
When? Where? Like,
bro, man said, the police officer said, we know. We
can see you.
We got you by the boss. Yeah, we can see you. I'm looking right at you. He was looking right. That was a cold shot. I will say the cinematography on there, I loved it. It was this one like panning shot that went with Al Pacino.
They did a lot of that. Like these wide shots of just like, or them like, like when the action happened, it was like, bah, 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 bah. Like the cuts was like, we gonna show what everybody doing real quick. I was
very impressed with stuff like that where I'm like, okay.
People don't do stuff like that no more. People don't. It is very jarring. I'm not gonna lie, but I did like it because you get to see all the perspectives of everybody and what they were doing or what they were going through at that moment. Yeah. Because that scene where he shot out the back window and then they started cutting like super fast. Yeah. Like pow, 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 pow.
You just like what? I had to go back and be like, what? Hold on, what happened? Did somebody get shot? Like who got hurt? Like. What did it ricochet? What? Yeah, I had to go back sometime on those very quick cutting scenes because I was like, I don't know what the hell just happened just now. But I was very impressed with the cinematography and the editing of it all. And sometimes the writing too. Like, I think that they dragged out a lot of stuff, but they were making a point. They were really setting the scene. And because it just jumps right into it, they don't let you see Sonny's home life. You don't know why he's even there until
like you get an hour into the freaking movie.
And it's 2 hours long. And I ain't talking about like 2 hours long, but the last 30 minutes is about is credits. I'm talking about this movie. I'm talking about it's 2 hours and like 5 minutes long, and the last 5 minutes are maybe 3 minutes are credits. Yeah. It's truly a 2 hour film. Like for real.
But it was a movie where the acting carried the movie. Even like from the because old girl was in there from like Addams Family and Kimmy Schmidt and
who was that?
Her name is so simple and I can't think of it right now.
Is it Penelope Allen?
I don't know. Maybe. Let me go see because she's in it.
Is it the Jenny character? Let's see.
I don't know. I can't think of it.
Yeah, you gotta see it.
Let me look up.
Yeah, you gotta see.
Afternoon. Okay, let me go. Let me hurry up.
Right.
Carol Kane, Jenny. Yes.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Yes, I mean
she's on her.
Yeah, she's been in everything. Addams Family. She was the grandma in Addams Family.
She so what? Oh, damn.
She was on Kimmy Schmidt. She was a landlord.
Wow.
And I mean, this is just recent.
She was on Gotham.
I mean, everything. She's been acting for ever since that fucking movie. That was probably like her first movie.
Oh, for sure. Wow, she got a red.
Yes.
Yes.
So when I first saw that movie, I said, "Wow,
that's dope."
Like their careers probably started. I mean, I'm not saying his started there, but like that was probably, you know what I'm saying, like a stepping stone for her and like her career
completely.
But that's a movie that's like the acting carried the story. Like I love the like head bank lady.
Oh my God, that's Penelope. Yo, she or Sylvia in the movie. Like she Oh my God. I love when they let Howard, the security guard, go because he's like this old black man that has asthma, just like on the brink of death. Like,
But like, you can't look at this movie from a white privilege standpoint, because if you do, then the whole movie is just not going to be good to you.
oh, no, not at
You
all. Not at all. Like,
you can't. If you do, then just don't watch it, because
yeah, just don't, because you're
it's
gonna be
white privilege at its
PI.
finest.
PI is because the way that they treated Howard when they let him out, and then the way that you see that they continuously let Sonny come out the door with no gun, no type of. You have snipers up at the top. You have more than you have. At one point in time, he says we have 250 cops out here. At one point in the movie, the boyfriend of one of the bank tellers employees inside comes and tackles him from the side.
And they gave this dude a Band-Aid.
They gave him a Band-Aid. Y'all, like, what's good? El Wookie Beeps.
What is good?
What is good? We talking about Dog Day Afternoon. But yeah, like, you're just like, this dude is not untouchable.
No.
You all look at him as a danger. He opened up the negotiation conversation, or yeah, it would be negotiation conversation with being like, if y'all don't give me what the fuck I want or leave me alone, I'm gonna start throwing bodies out. Like, he started with threats.
Yeah.
Whether you believed him or not.
Yeah.
Whether you believed him or not, he came correct. He came very much so like the way that you come when you are robbing a bank and you have hostages.
And you got caught up.
And you got caught up. And you got caught up.
Because he got caught up.
He got caught up. Like, I definitely didn't understand the registry, like, getting rid of it. But again, I know a lot. I know a lot
about a lot of things. I know a lot about a lot of things.
Just know why I'm doing this. I didn't know that I should put the fire out.
Or maybe take it with me.
Maybe put it outside.
Yeah.
And get in the car and dip.
Yeah.
Like, but I know that this should be burnt.
But I ain't gonna lie, that movie reminded me of a lot of movies. It even reminded me of like Queen and Slim. Like, that movie is, I feel like that is the blueprint for all of those types of movies. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I totally agree. It had so many, like, I just immediately start thinking about all the movies. Like, what's the movie with the good-looking dark-haired guy and he's inside the phone? I think it's called Phone Booth.
Oh yeah. You're talking about Colin Farrell in the phone booth.
Yes, Colin Farrell. I don't know why I couldn't remember his name, but yeah, like, it reminded me of that film, and it just reminded me of all the movies that are like robbery movies in New York, hostage situation. I was like, oh, this is where they get that shit from, bro.
Yeah, like the demands and
like I think about The Negotiator. It's just like I just think about all the movies that use this story trope, and it's just like, it just hits me.
Yeah.
It just hits me.
Yeah.
So I really enjoyed that.
Yeah. I mean, so did you hear the line that I love? The kiss me?
Oh, what line? Well,
kiss me, because I like to be kissed before I'm fucked.
Oh my God, that did happen.
Yes.
That did happen. It was so many like moments in this movie that I think just kind of went over my head, because I was trying to like really I was trying my best to pay attention, because I could veer off very easily sometimes. And then I'd come back and I'd be like, oh, this shit is actually really good. Like, this is actually a good movie. And then sometimes my attention will just go away again. And I would miss moments like that. But that show did happen.
That's why I know that line, because like I had already seen South Park. And this is an episode of South Park where Cartman wants a freaking iPad, and his mom is a crack whore, so she can't get him an iPad. And she takes him to Best Buy, and she's like, why can't we get this one, or why can't we get that one? So on the way home from the thing, she's talking. He's basically like, Mom, you need to take me on a date. And she was like, what? You're my son. Because I like to be kissed before I'm fucked. And then so when I heard it in the movie, I said,
It's purely classic. It's a classic line. It's a classic line. Like you just don't wake up one day and like have that line. You know what I'm saying?
No,
They
no,
did, but uh,
no.
for real, yeah, that's like straight classic, and it's maybe been given to us in a more comedic way over the years. But when you hear it that way, it's like,
It's
oh
like, oh
shit,
damn, yeah, you right. You right. Wine and dime me before you try to play me.
yeah,
Like
because you know that or whoever, like that lead negotiator guy, he just was so
bad.
he was not good at his job.
He was like,
And
I don't know
so
what's going on. I'm
and
telling you,
see
I don't know what's going on.
and see I think what movie people started, like writers and movie people started to later on.
Because that part after that scene of them two arguing at the door
Yes.
after he shot the shot, and he like, I'm telling you, I don't know what's going on. I'm telling you, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what the hell is going
Because
on. He's
we're
like,
like,
but
where
you
did it
say,
come from?
but he's like, you say you're in charge. Yeah, I'm in charge. So how you don't know what's going on? Shit, I don't know. I don't know
I
what's going
feel
on.
like that story trope in movies now, like when you think about a movie like what is it? The Bill, not Bill, Demi Moore's husband, God damn
Uh,
it,
uh, Bruce
ex-husband.
Willis,
Yes, the Bruce Willis films, like the
Die
bad,
Hard.
yeah, like Die Hard, like the bad cops, they always like find, they turn them into the FBI agents who are always doing too much and taking a
And it's
step
like, not
forward.
anymore. You're not.
And
You're
yeah,
not in
exactly. It's
charge
always
anymore.
like that moment, but that never fucking happened. He just was like the lead guy the whole
Yeah.
time.
No, but I literally feel like I've watched a cartoon and that literally happened. Like he was there and then he wasn't there anymore. Because on South Park is the best. Like I think they love films like that because it's another episode of South Park where
Yeah.
it's like the kids are playing cops. And then a doll went missing and it was found murdered. And then the FBI agent kids came and they was like, who's in charge here? And they was like, we're in charge. And it was like, not anymore, you're not. And it was like, and then other kids just kept coming with a higher level of authority because they were playing like CIA and they were playing like, and they were like, not anymore.
It's like people disappear, you just don't see them no more.
And every time somebody say, who's in charge here? And they just be like, not anymore, you're not.
No, it is. I was waiting for the moment where it's like, when is a good cop gonna come through and help?
But I don't even know the guy's name who ended up becoming the new negotiator.
I don't either.
Like
yeah,
he just
like I swear to God,
appeared.
like I blinked and then
Mariotti was gone.
yeah,
Manatotti, whatever his name was,
yeah,
he was gone.
yeah.
Marionetti.
Yeah, Marietti.
Oh, Marietti. I said
Yeah.
Magnetti, Maritotti,
Right.
Mananotti.
Tom Jaffrey.
So my question to you is, because when I was watching the movie, I was like, damn, I know Toya's sitting here like, why are we watching this for pride? But then when it happened,
yeah.
So my thought was like, damn, he was asking for his wife. He was asking for his wife, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine being in the movie theater during this time, and when his wife came, it was a man. You know what I'm saying? It's Leon. I mean, you said it right. I said it wrong. It was Leon.
Yeah.
What did you think about the exchange between his wife, Leon, and his wife, Angela? Like, why do you think, not sexually, why do you think he wanted Leon versus why you think he wanted Angela? Like, but why do you think he felt like Leon was the one that he loved? I mean, because even in his, like, will, he said, you are the only woman I'd ever love. You are the only man that I ever love.
Mm-hmm.
Which I thought was interesting, but I will talk about that in a moment.
Yeah. I guess I'd say, like, it kind of reminded me of that whole the nagging, the wife that's never happy, the woman that just can't see the brighter side of things. And you know life is already hard. Why the first moment I walk through the door you're nagging me or
And you're
being
referring to
mean or
Angela?
yeah,
Okay.
like why are you being so rude and disrespectful or whatever, like however he took the energy from her. I'll just say that, like, the energy from her didn't seem like it was always pleasant. And so when you meet somebody that is like, I get it, I understand, and they see you and they love you, they see you, and then that energy transforms to love. um you're always like, man, I don't know if I'll ever have this. I don't know if I've ever had this feeling with anybody else. It's just like the idea of true love, like really. And I think that something that he was getting from Leon, simple as something, is something that he was getting from Leon that he wasn't getting from Angela.
Yeah.
And it, and that's how it be, like,
Because you notice how Leon's response to I'm dying versus her response to I'm dying.
it, it's just like, girl, did you hear what he said?
Yeah, like he said he dying. Like he ain't dying. Like you just gonna
Right.
let him say that?
You
Like,
just,
but that's because you're not listening to him.
yep.
Like I thought
Yeah.
them talking scenes
Oh
were
my God.
hilarious to me.
I was like,
Because
what
it
is this
said
girl
so
talking
much
about?
about him as a character, and it said so much about why not sexually he
Mm-hmm.
loved Leon, and not sexually why he didn't resonate with his wife. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like she
Yeah.
was just, oh, you put the gun to my head, and oh, you made me feel some type of way, and oh, you're not that type of person, and oh my God, Sonny, you just, and he's just like, can you let me, can I talk? And it's just like, I see why you
I
driving this man
see
crazy.
why you're driving him crazy. I can only imagine what it felt like coming home from a long day of work.
But I also, and I keep using South Park references
Yeah.
because South Park is a good
You
reference for
jam.
this. But so it's an episode of South Park where Mr. Garrison decided that he no longer wanted to be a gay man. He
Mm-hmm.
decided that he wanted
To be a
to
woman,
be a
right?
woman.
Yep.
But he was with Mr. Slave. Mr. Slave was a gay man. And he did it without consulting Mr. Slave first. And Mr. Slave said, I don't want to be with a woman. I want to be with a man, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you're a man who has a wife and two kids, and you fall in love with a man, and then the man goes to a psychotherapist who then tells him that
Like,
you're a woman living in a man's body, as a man who's in love with a man who wants a man, that then stresses you out because it's like, I don't want to be with a woman, I want to be with a man, but I love you, so I want to
so I want
help
to make you
you.
happy, right? So I want to do this for you.
Right, because even in his obituary, bringing that back, he said, I will never love a man
Mm-hmm.
the way I loved you. But Leon was in transition.
Yeah.
So all of these things played a part into his mental state. He was just stressed on many
He
levels.
was just stressed. Like, if you go follow me at Latoya Coates on Instagram and you look at my story and I pulled up one of the gifts, bruh, man was stressed. It's just
Yeah.
like, he's trying to hold up this. I mean, let's figuratively, this robbery like represents his life,
Yeah. But not only that,
the
like,
state of life.
think about it. Like, when he wrote his will, he said, I love you.
Mm-hmm.
Right on that call that they had, they never said that to each
They
other.
never said that,
They
which I thought was
never.
so interesting. I was like, they're not having the conversation that the loving couple that you thought that they were, because you're like, he's doing this for you. I'm wondering why, like, that energy is not being like
Because they're
felt.
two men in this time of day, and that's not normal. You notice that he, when Leon said he went to a psychotherapist, and the psychotherapist diagnosed him and told him that he was a woman living in a man's body, and it blew him. It
Mm-hmm.
blew him.
Mm-hmm.
It was still an abnormality to people at that time.
Yeah.
So even for themselves, living in that space was uncomfortable. So no, I can't tell you I love you. Cause that's weird, bro. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's weird for me living in a world where this doesn't exist. You know what I'm saying? This doesn't exist. This is not the norm. This is not okay in societal standpoint. So with that being said, how can we express our love to each other?
Yep.
How can we? We're men in suits in an armed robbery. I'm a man. I have kids. I have a wife. You know what I'm saying? I love you. I know I love you, but I went and got, and I mean, I know they sensationalize that, you know,
Yeah.
like the marriage and the wedding and all of that. They sensationalize that because of the times. So they had to make it be
Like,
this
can you
big.
believe these two men got
And they
married?
had a wedding with
They had a
seven.
wedding party, and oh my god!
Yeah.
What did they say? They said the whole party was gay.
Yeah, and the dresses cost $700, and
Right?
the
Like,
priest got extricated, and
and
all it.
here's a picture.
And
Like,
it's just
you ever
like,
seen a man in a
and the
dress?
mom was there, and the mom was there. You know what I'm
Right?
saying?
Like,
And it's like, you know, they sensationalized it, but at the same time, it's like for that time, a lot of people didn't even believe that that was something that could exist even within their own selves. So yeah, I get it why they couldn't say they loved each other, but it was also very sad. And watching it with a 2021 vision, it's like
you
they
see,
could have said I love you, but then
yeah,
thinking about it from that
that,
standpoint
yep.
in that time,
Then you
whew,
see the nuances of
whew,
it all.
people
Like,
would have been out burning the movie theaters
oh
down.
no, period. Like, it's so true. Like, you are so correct. Like now, hearing you say that, now I get it. Like, oh, for that, I mean, obviously I understood that, but now I'm really understanding. Like, oh, if I had to place myself in that time, that was a lot. That,
Yes,
I mean, I'm
just
sure
them
people walked out and
saying,
was like, that was a lot.
yeah, just them when them people saw that man come out that car talking about this his wife, people walked out of the theater, okay? People walked out of the theater when they saw that picture of that man in that wedding dress and found out a priest did the wedding. People got up and walked out of the theater. That movie disgusted people at that time.
Hmm.
And I mean, you know, so we looking at it with our 2021 eyes and saying,
Right.
you know, this ain't hitting. But
Yeah.
for people back then, it was hitting. That's why I was nominated for so many Oscars. That movie
Yeah.
was groundbreaking at the time.
Yeah.
And also, I just like to mention they had a lot of black people and a lot
They
of roles of
did.
power.
They did. I thought that was interesting. It wasn't. It was a lot of different scenes where you seen black people in the crowd. You seen black officers. You saw black, I guess you say EMT people. Like, there was, Howard, the security guard. Like, it was black. It wasn't one of those films where you're like, damn, y'all just
Where
in
the
New York
black
with no
people?
black people.
Mm-hmm. 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 Hey, I gotta pee again.
Oh, oh my gosh.
I do. I've been drinking a lot of things.
You have been. Take it easy. God dang.
Water, you know, out beer.
Do what you got to do, man.
Down.
We're on like a DJ for the people. Play some music. Well, that's one thing the film did not have. They didn't really have no music. I mean, it was one of those films where they didn't have no soundtrack for that movie. That's for sure. One thing I will say about, they got a cold poster. Like, a lot of their posters and stuff was really, really cool. One thing that I told myself that I was gonna do is watch trailers, and I didn't watch the trailer to this film. It is 2 minutes and 40 seconds long. You just don't see trailers that long anymore. This poster says the robbery should have taken 10 minutes. 4 hours later, the bank was like a circus sideshow. 8 hours later, it was the hottest thing on live TV. 12 hours later, it was history. And it's all true. Al Pacino, Dog Day Afternoon. I wonder, now I'm starting to think, like, why did they call it Dog Day Afternoon? I wish that y'all could see this, but it, like, the drawn part of it, they got some real cold movie posters that go along with this. This one that's like red with the guy Sal in it. That's weird.
What happened?
I was just talking about the movie poster and how some of the movie posters for it I really liked. I thought it was dope.
Oh, I ain't
And
look
then
up.
first I started talking about like how there was like no music, like
You know what? You are so freaking white. It was no music.
it was no music.
Not that I remember. And I ain't notice it until now that you say something.
Yeah, you just oh they did a good job of casting Al Pacino because I'm seeing the original the real life character John and or the person that he played and he does look like him.
Hmm. What did you think about the scene with his mom?
Remind me of the scene with his mom.
His mom came up there and he came outside.
Oh yeah. Hmm. Was that when she was like pleading him?
Yes.
She was like, you just quintessential mom shit, like just being like, son, don't do like
But you remember how she said if your wife was doing you right, you wouldn't need
yeah.
Leon.
Oh my god. Yes, 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 yes. It's all coming
But
back
he
to
called.
me.
She was the only person who called Leon a her.
Very good point. I thought it
Mhm.
was so interesting. And of course, again, had to remind myself, I'm in 2021. Like, they're not going to refer to Leon as a her. They're going to say Leon is a him. Like,
And even he was calling himself him.
yeah.
Yeah.
Which I thought was interesting too. I was like, are they just missing that note? Is this something that just started to, because with Instagram now, like allowing you to have your pronouns and well, social media platforms allowing you to tell people your uh pronouns. I'm like, is this a new thing or is this something uh that's always supposed to happen, that we're just been like some disrespectful mofos just not respecting that about those individuals. um i I thought that was so interesting that she would call Leon a her, but say some of the things that she's saying, like, and I guess that's the thing, that's where a lot of people get it effed up, where
Hmm.
they you get so confused about what's happening and the world is changing and he's wanna be she's and she's wanna be he's and like in between and nobody wants to be anybody. But what I know is there's man and there's wife, and you make babies and your husband and your wife, and you live in a house and you raise your kids, and like this is what you do. This is how you live life. And I just thought it was like a woman who was stuck in a mindset during a time where they weren't effing with that, but also still kind of understood where her son was mentally and understood where Leon was mentally too.
And that was interesting. I thought that was super
It
interesting.
was that she could actually recognize that and respect that enough to even just say it, that which is like, again, just it is very interesting that you could respect something like that, but then at the same time you can make a
Not.
comment that way. But 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 I'm wondering, did she know something that we didn't know? Like, was Sonny always known for giving up on things? Was Sonny not giving his best in that relationship? Yeah, she's a hard woman to deal with, but you got 2 kids with the woman. You should have found a way to make it work instead of just leaving her for a damn man.
But I think the thing was she never wanted. Maybe you know how every time you watch a TV show, whether it's Empire, whatever, the mama always knows, right?
Yeah.
So maybe the thing was you should have never been with Angela. And if you
You
would have
should have
never
never even
got
started
with
that.
Angela and just did you because I love you and I'm gonna support you and you don't have to be a certain type of way with me. You can be yourself. And I've
Yeah.
been trying to tell you that your whole life in an indirect way.
Yeah.
And I'm just mad that you went with Angela, because you never went to end with Angela, and you never would have been this stressed, and then you never want to deal what you did, because I don't blame it on Leon. I don't blame it on him. I don't think it's his fault. I don't think it's his fault. I think it's Angela's fault, because I know you. I see you. I've seen you your whole
Yeah.
life. And
Yeah.
if you would have never got with Angela, you would have never been under all this stress, and you would have never did what you did. And I just want you to be what, you know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
But I
Uh-huh.
also don't understand why
A
you want to
mother's
be with
love.
Leon. I also don't understand that, but I understand that, but I don't understand that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Which is just like quintessential mom shit. Like, I don't get it, but I love you, so I'm gonna ride with you. But I'm gonna tell you what you should have, what
Yeah,
you
but
should
you
have
definitely
never
shouldn't have
done.
did this.
You should never started with Angela and then had 2 kids with her, because you still need to be a daddy to them babies, you know.
Right.
And that's true. And when I found that part out, I was like, whoa, that really changes this all. Like, he has children with that woman. It's one thing to be with that woman, marry that woman, and be like, I'm good, I'm done with that woman. But when you create those children, you started a family, you got some splaining to do. You really mm, mm.
I mean, it happens every day, B.
Wow, you ain't never lied. You never lied.
It happens every day. I knew this lady, she worked at Disney. She was a little self-conscious by herself. She was heavy set. And she ended up marrying like this guy that she grew up with, that she went to high school with, high school sweethearts. He
Mm,
was always gay.
yeah,
Everybody else knew it. She just didn't see it, because like in and out, it was a part of him. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
They ended up getting married. They had 2 kids, and one day he pulled a Terry McMillan on her and
Dang.
basically said, I'm gay. I want a divorce. I'm in love with somebody else. She was devastated because she didn't see it. I mean, you talk about devastated. She was devastated. They went through a custody battle with their kids, all this kind of stuff, because she never saw it. She never saw it coming. And, you know, people try to be what they can be for people, but
Mm,
if you know what you want and you know who you are, eventually you have to come home and be who you are. And unfortunately, people are so blinded by what they see in people that they allow for them to be what they can be for them. So they can
mhm.
feel what they need to feel and do what they need them to do for them, that they don't let them be what they need to be for themselves,
Yep.
because they need something from them. And it's unfortunate, but it happens. It happens every day. This is based off a true story. And the story I just told is a true story. And that lady, it took her a long time. And when I met her, she was coming out of it, but she still had so much resentment for her ex-husband, because she felt like she was lied to. But when she would talk to me, because she could sing really well,
Yeah.
and she auditioned to be like Belle and all this kind of stuff, but they told her she was overweight, so she couldn't do it. They
Oh,
used to do show tunes together. They used to do plays together. There was, and I mean, I'm not trying to be stereotypical, but there were signs that she ignored because she
yeah.
loved him. And I
Yeah.
get it. When you love somebody, you want to accept them for who they are, because that's what you're supposed to do.
Right.
But stop signs are ran through by everybody.
It truly is. You're not lying at all. You're not lying even a little bit.
I mean, she
That
had
was
two
a good
kids with this
scene.
man.
That was a good scene. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, as people, we see what we want to see and we do what we want to do. And then we
Mhm.
want to look at the other person like it's their fault, and we don't want to place blame on ourselves at all.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely think his mom was a little bit of both of those.
Yeah, she definitely was 1 foot in, 1 foot out, like
Yeah.
most moms tend to be, because
They don't want to see you
she
get
grew up a
hurt.
different way. She grew up a
Hmm.
different way. She
And
knows
they
a
don't want to
different
see you
life.
get hurt. They
And
don't
they
want to
don't
see you
want,
get hurt.
yeah. Yeah. And we all know, we all understand and know the importance of someone coming to terms with that on their own. That's why when you see the funny coming out stories where it's like the guy tells his dad he's gay or tells his mom he's gay, and he's like,
We know.
we knew. The girl comes out to her mom, and she's like, I always knew, sweetheart. Like, I I'm your mom. I know you. I know you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what to tell
Right.
you. You know what I'm saying? And that's why it's so funny. The coming out story is like, there's always a bit of like a line of humor to me in it, because you're telling people something that they already know, right? But it's just a rite of passage,
I mean, for
because
some people, for
for
some
some
people.
people, because for that person who's coming out, it's them inside telling themselves, knowing themselves, to be able, just what you said, like, I know myself enough to be able to cope out to people and tell them, this is who I am, this is what I like, and this is what I'll be. And whether you like it or not, this is me.
Yeah, and that's the blessed version of it all. You
Oh,
know,
of
your
course,
parents
of
know
course.
you, they see you, they've always saw you. I mean, but then you have also the other version of it of I know you and I saw you, but I still don't accept it.
Right. And I was gonna say, like, that's the unfortunate, because that's the part I was gonna get to, is like even if the parent or whoever the family members didn't like it, they saw it and they still chose to be like,
And they like mad at you because you decided to tell them we could have just kept it the way it was and it was fine.
yeah, you
Why
could
would you
have.
do this?
Yeah. It reminds me of one of the latest episodes on Pose, where the mom's like, okay, like, this is what you want to do with your life. You want to be a woman. You think you're a woman. But okay, maybe we can figure this out. But when you come over, could you just like wear a suit, or like, like come through the back door type vibes? And it's like, so you'll accept me as long as I hide it.
Right.
That means you're not accepting me, because me is this.
Right.
And so if you cannot accept this, walking through your front door, walking out your front door saying, bye, mom, you calling me my goddamn name, like,
Right.
then we can't do this.
Right.
We can't do this.
Right.
Man, such a strong people, when you think about everyone that has come out and told that story and lived that life, and whether it was a friend that you told, whether it was a parent that you told, whether it was walking around with that rainbow flag on, wearing your colors, telling people what you are, finding out that about yourself, like, the strength that it takes to know that when the rest of us, walk around sometimes so easily to just be like, I know what I like, I've been to what I like, or I've been told what I'm supposed to like, and I went with it. So, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Yeah. I do.
it's crazy to me. And
Yeah.
so I love that they decided to show these things, like, bringing all of these people in to be like, now we're getting an idea of like where Sonny's head is at and why he's making the decisions that he's making. Because there were so many times where Sonny could have either, one, been killed by the police or reprimanded by the police, right? Or two, like,
Gave
just
up.
given up.
Mm-hmm.
You're not getting the money. Everybody knows who you are.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you going to go? What are you going to do?
Algeria or Wyoming.
It's like, I almost started to Google it. Like, what? Like,
but that's the thing. That's the thing. I mean, at the end of the day, he didn't want to be killed. He didn't want to be made an example of. And I mean, I feel like he was a genius in a way. And he just got caught up in the end because they used his friend against him. Like,
they did.
Because I couldn't remember how that movie ended. Because at a certain point, I was like, "How did this end? I can't remember."
Yeah, I was wondering, how does this end too?
I watched that shit like I had never seen it, and I was sitting there like, "Oh,
boy!" So yeah, so you go through this big rigmarole of like, he's back and forth out the door. He gets pizza, he gets food, he talks to his mom, he talks to Leon, he talks to his ex-wife. Like, we just been
no. That wasn't his ex-wife.
I mean, that was his current. Yeah, that wasn't his ex, right? he hadn't ended things with her.
Mm-mm.
That is so true. He's talking to his wife, and you're just like, damn, Sonny, like, I think you should have stayed at home and figured all of this out. Like,
But he was hell bent on getting Leon what Leon, he felt as if Leon needed. He didn't understand it, and you could tell in his emotions and the way he played the character. Like when he was on the phone, he got off the phone with
yeah,
Leon, and he got off the phone with Angela, and because he kept doing this thing where he would cry, but he would stop.
yeah,
And I mean, that's a testament to the times and what a man is represented as at that time.
yeah.
Like he couldn't have that breakdown that you
Mm-hmm.
would think he would have because of the
Mm-hmm.
times, because of the type of man you had to be at those times. And I kept saying to myself, why do we keep like having these breakdowns where he don't just break down? You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah, yeah. He never. You're right. He never allowed it to. And
Mm-mm.
it was
And
not because he'd get interrupted with anything. It's not
mm-mm.
anything interjected or distracted him from it. He really just was like,
Yeah, because the beautiful scene
no
was at
tears
the
around here.
end when he got, he got caught and he had
Yeah.
to break down again, and then he caught himself and he got himself together, and then you just see the tears still coming down
Yep.
his face. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying? As
Yep.
he sees Sal being rolled out, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That. Yep. He's like, damn. Like, damn.
Like, but that's because he got too cocky. You know what I'm saying? He got too cocky. And I mean, that man was a genius. Like when I watch that movie and I watch other shows and I think about other movies and TV shows that I saw, like even with the whole maneuver of like, yeah, I seen that movie before, but I only
Yeah.
seen it once and I seen it years ago.
Yeah.
That whole maneuver of them crowding around him to get in the car, that's not
Yeah.
because I remembered that from this movie.
Yeah.
That's because I remembered it from so many other
Other film.
movies. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's like that's where that originated from. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? That's
Yeah.
where that came from. And maybe not. Maybe not.
Or maybe not.
Maybe I'm
Right.
wrong.
Yeah. Maybe it's something that's 10 years at senior or maybe 20 years at senior where it's like, oh shit, but
That's
I,
where I assume it originated
yeah,
from.
I have to say, I just see so much of today's films like that in that film.
Mm-hmm.
And for moments where it felt like this was a hard movie to watch, or God damn it, it's taking forever for it to get to where it's to get to, it will be moments like that was like, oh shit, like I've seen this before.
Even the scene of him like, I want the black guy. But then it's
Yeah,
like, no, I don't want him. He a cop. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
yeah,
damn, how did he know? Because
yeah.
what did he say? Because I still to this moment right now don't know what he said to make him know that he was a cop. Because he was a cop.
What did he say?
He said something about black people and miss me with the bullets or something like that.
See, spoiler alert, I will have to be watching. I need to watch this movie again, like, because I feel like there are things that I really missed because I have a hard time sometimes getting over humps of things like I just, it's from 1975. Oh my God, it's 2 hours long. Oh my God, and I wish that I took that stuff off
Well,
and
let me tell you something,
do a
man.
better job of doing that so I can go
Do
into
not do that next week with Carol.
I
Because
won't.
Carol
Okay, I got you.
is my jam.
I got you. I've heard too many, like, well, not too many. I've heard from two people, you and Ashley, that like, don't sleep on this movie. Don't sleep on this movie. Like, don't sleep on this movie. So, it's funny that you're saying that because I'm like, I need to rinse that of myself, so I can go into it with the thought process and hear and see the things that I should be hearing and seeing so I can come back with the good stuff. But oh man, you already knew I was like, oh shit.
But I was too, though. I was too, because I forgot that whole ending. I forgot the whole ending.
as much as I may have spoiled it for y'all in the beginning, for those who are here with us today, for those who will be with us in the future, that he was doing this for for his transitioning surgery for his transitioning wife. um the huge shocker is that they get to the end. Like he gets the vehicle, he has his little bit of left of his hostages. Him and Sal have made it to the end. It looks like they're really gonna get on this plane.
Remind me of Queen of Slim.
Yeah, just some real Queen of Slim where you're like, oh my God, they're gonna get on the plane. Like, they're gonna make it.
They got hamburgers waiting.
And the moment happens where you see the cops make
their move, because they've been playing them the whole
they've been playing them
ride.
the whole
Sal been
ride.
pointing the gun, and every time he been telling him, don't point the gun at me, because if we hit a bump, you're gonna kill me. You know what I'm saying?
It's like, dude, I don't give a damn if I'm gonna kill you, because I should have the gun pointed at you, because I don't know what you may do. But Sal, being so new to this, not
and
understanding
not very bright,
just not a bright man. Like, at one point was more concerned with the fact that they had called him gay on the news on the news than he was like concerned with the fact that, like, bro, y'all plan has truly fell apart.
Or like, what country do you want to go to?
Or
Wyoming.
Where do y'all even want to freaking go?
Wyoming. Dude? He said, what country? He said Wyoming.
Like, that's another state, dog.
Yeah, that's
like,
not good.
Like, for real, when the manager and that head bank teller was like, what was your plan? Like, yeah, like, for real, like, what were y'all planning to do?
He said, I had a plan.
I had a plan, right?
I'm not gonna tell you, but I had a plan. You ain't about to don't do me. Don't you do me.
Don't come for me unless I sin for you, ma'am. Thank you. Oh my God.
So they had guns planted in the motor vehicle. And they took out Sal. And in that moment, we knew, because they ain't take him out in the shoulder like my arm trying to take me out. They took him out in the headshot, in the middle. Bow.
Right in the middle.
In the middle.
Was not about, they were not shy about showing it. Like,
bow. Bow. And I was just like, oh.
I said, oh, shit.
I said, oh my God. I forgot. And I said, damn, he caught now. It's over now.
It's done.
He ain't gonna get them burgers. Nah. He ain't gonna get them burgers on the plane because he hungry.
If them burgers is there, they cold, or somebody's gonna be the cops are gonna be eating them. That's
somebody ate them.
That was their victory dinner.
Yeah,
that was their, like, we made it. Like,
so come to find out, Sonny goes to jail for 20 years.
20 years, my G.
His wife is taking care of their 2 kids on welfare.
Oh, welfare.
And Leon got a sex change.
And Leon got the sex change. Still living in New York. Man.
And yeah, that's the movie.
That's the movie. And it goes off. And then
no music. It's just like
no music, credits rolling, and it's over.
There you go.
It is. And I just remember just having this feeling of like, wow, I can't believe it's over. I can't believe it ended like this.
It was interesting how they wheeled Sal out or past him with no covering on him.
No cover or nothing.
And it was just kind of like a moment of just like, I really fucked this up.
Yeah.
Like, and I really,
like, if it's one thing I didn't see coming was this.
Yeah, like I thought, because at that point he was cocky. I done figured out all your plans. I done figured out all your schemes.
I've been a step ahead of y'all this whole time.
So I thought, but actuality, when Mariotti left, or Moretti.
It's that MO that throws you off.
Yeah.
Because you want to say Mo, but it's not. It's Moretti.
Moretti. When he disappeared, it got real.
It
Because
got
that
real.
man was
That's when the FBI
infiltrating.
came in and
Yeah.
did.
Not anymore, you're not.
Not anymore.
Not anymore, you're not.
Oh man, if we had titles to our movie review, that would be the title to this.
Not anymore, you're not. No, but I mean, I didn't feel like the movie was long because I felt like everything had something to say. I feel like the way they told the story, like the conversation, like I enjoy him and Moriarty just going back and forth and yelling over each other and just, I don't know what's going on. You don't know what's going on? Well, I don't know. Well, I don't know what the hell they back there doing. You don't know what the hell they back there doing. What the hell you mean you don't know what the, I'm telling you. And everybody talking over everybody and everybody just.
My favorite part was when he was on the mic, he's like Sonny, and then people was in the back. The crowd was like Sonny.
Yeah,
and he's like talking to the guy. Handle that, like, or when the boys
come out, Sonny, and they come out, Sonny.
When he would frisk him, and they were like, "Whoa!"
Yeah, or like when he was throwing out the money, and when all the LGBT,
yes,
because it was probably just LG.
Yeah, it was just LG
at that point.
Maybe a little B. No, it was definitely T though.
Yeah, LGBT.
It was definitely a lot of transsexual people during that time. Yeah,
but they was out there and they did that close-up shot where it's like, hell no, we won't go. That's not what they were saying, but
yeah, I can't remember what they were saying either.
It was like, Sonny, we're here with you. We're staying.
Yeah, we're gay too. Yes, we got
something was happening, but. Dude. Yeah, that whole crowd, that was epic.
Oh, that was for the lack of music, that was great. Like there were times, of course, in the beginning when the crowd first came in, I'm like, where the hell all these people come from?
They bored. They ain't got no TVs for real.
Right.
You see how big that TV was in the bank? It was this fucking big. It was this big.
I really, again, had to take a moment. If it's 1975, I'm hanging outside the liquor store summer day, and I just see like 20 cop cars just I'm following that shit.
Yeah, because your phone screen only this big. Your TV screen only this big. You need to see it in the real life.
Yeah, you don't have to go upstairs and wait to see it. I'm just gonna follow.
I need to go in the real life and see it in the real life. Everybody was out there. I don't know how everybody found out because then nobody had no cell phones. They was out there with them cups like, hey, go down to the such and such and the such and such.
Go to the savings and bank.
Yeah, because the banks is the Brooklyn savings and banks is being run.
Did you hear that he gay? Oh my God.
It's really getting turned up out here. His mama done came.
His mama here now.
Child, do you know his wife came and it was a Leon?
His wife came, but it was a man
who said that she was a woman actually.
But it's a man.
What is going on? This is some shit right here. This is some talk of the town.
Talk
on your little cup radio.
You know that they was talking about that forever.
They really was. That was the talk of the town. And it really happened. So, I mean, I'm sure some things were embellished, but it really happened.
Yeah, of course. But
so would you watch?
Yes, I would. I want to take the time out to definitely watch it again, to give it the true eyes, and especially after having this conversation. And I'm just that type of person. Like sometimes I don't get it the first time around. I think that's what I enjoy about this the most, like hearing it from someone else and going back and seeing the nuances and seeing the things and hearing the lines that I didn't hear before and giving it the attention that it deserved. And I can see myself definitely watching this film again because I think that it has some very underrated like, or I won't say underrated, because obviously like a lot of these things went to live on in so many other films, but what kind of, I mean, well, you said
I
it was
really
on,
feel like
you said it was on the list at
I
one point
feel
in
like
time, so
Queen and
maybe.
Slim got a lot of the like dialogue with these rando characters from this movie. Like especially that part with the black guy when
Oh
he
man,
checking the car. It reminded me of Queen and Slim so much.
yeah, yeah, where it's like you feel like, who is this, how is this important character
Because he was
important?
doing something that in the eyes of people was representing them in a revolutionary way.
Yeah,
Like not only is he representing the downtrodden
yeah,
man,
I'm
that's why he
listening.
kept saying Attica, you know what I'm saying, because of the prison riots that took place when the prisoners felt like they were underrepresented, but like
Mm-hmm.
he was representing a marginalized group of people, and not just
Yeah.
black people or white people, just people in general who didn't feel like they had enough money to survive and live
Mm-hmm.
and thrive. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And what he was doing was revolutionary. When they found out that he was married to a trans man or woman, trans woman,
A trans a trans woman.
okay, a trans
Yeah.
woman, people really was down for him. You know what I'm saying? What he
Yep.
was doing was revolutionary because it represented so many things for so many people. And
Yep.
I feel like that's why it reminded me of Queen and Slim, because he didn't think that what he was doing was
Yep.
representing anything.
Yep.
But for other people, it represented so much.
Much more.
The
Yep.
only thing is it went to his head. Whereas in Queen and Slim, they still kind of kept a little bit of, man, we just trying. We just
Yeah.
trying to get out of here. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Or maybe for them, what blinded them was each other in Queen and Slim,
Oh, yeah.
because they got hella. I mean, because yeah, they got hella comfortable at the end.
Yeah, they
Like
did, but
every,
they smoked that weed too, you know.
yeah, they smoked that weed, and it
All
was like, man,
right, we made it, but when
maybe
you
if
get to that end
we
point,
hated, look, that's what I'm saying. Maybe if they went a little further hating each other throughout the film, they could have actually made it.
but I think when you get to that end point where you're on literal, like you ever been playing a video game and you know you at the end,
Oh,
and you think you didn't died just many enough times
yeah. So I
to
don't need to
finish
press
it.
B B B B B B or hold it.
Yeah,
I
and
just
then
need to
you
press
get
B
to the
B.
end and you don't save your game, and then you die, and you just like, I knew I was gonna beat this level. Like nothing in my mind told me that I was gonna lose, and then you fucking lose, and then you sitting there like, wow, now I gotta start all the way over. I feel like those are those moments where you get too cocky, even if it's just for 5 minutes.
Even
When
if
you're
it's
in a
just
situation like that,
5 seconds,
you
yeah, just
can't.
it just like you're like, I'm gonna try the cool move instead of just kick it in the head. Like end
Right,
it all. You were almost
right,
about to beat the boss, but you
right.
had to do some other
Yep.
shit. And the boss, you in your head, you like, they cheating. The boss only had this much energy. How was they able to do
But
their
you was
special
trying to
move?
do the
Oh,
finisher,
you
the
should have just spit.
special finisher.
Right, instead of just doing a move.
Uh-huh.
And they
Yeah.
blocked it and
And
whooped
now you
your
did.
ass.
Now you
And now
did.
you did. And now you
Now
gotta
you
start
did.
to, and just like you said, hopefully you saved at least the last level you was on, because then you might have to go back 4 levels, because you just was so
You playing Nintendo. You
bruh. Don't take me back. This is a big reason why I stopped playing video
Oh, that's
games, dog.
funny. That is so
The big
funny.
reason
That
why I
is
stopped playing
funny.
video games.
That is
Because
hilarious.
I'm sick about it. I finally made it to level 12. Now I gotta go back to 9
Yeah, you should say
because I didn't save.
that's your fault.
You should automatically save when I go to the next level. But
Girl,
no,
bye.
why I gotta do it?
They just barely got auto save now.
I know. I know, man. I know. I know. But
You
yes,
think
I
you
could
have auto
totally
save in
say
1991?
you know they did it. You know they did it.
Not at all.
Shit. Barely had it in 96.
Right.
And we thought it was really lit during those times.
Right, with Game Shark and shit.
Oh man. All right.
So, what is our quote for today?
Oh, so that's a really good question. So I had a couple in mind, and it was one in particular that I really wanted to say. I was really feeling that Harry Potter quote from the Chamber of Secrets. Um, oh man, but now I'm feeling a little bit torn. I almost want to say both, but since this is our show, we can do what we want. So I'll go with the one that's like more of an honorable mention. But this is from Little Miss Sunshine, I believe. Her, let me look it up real quick. Her name was Olive. Olive, and her quote goes a little something like this: "It's okay to be skinny, and it's okay to be fat. If that's what you want to be, whatever you want, it's okay." And I guess, like, for the discussion that we've been having, you can kind of see why I kind of was like, man, maybe it would be really good to say that, because it's true. Like, sometimes you don't even know what you want in life, right? And you're just something. But whatever it is that you want to be, that you have going on, it's okay. Like, because it's what you want.
Right.
It's what you want. Like,
Right.
so just go with it.
Right.
But now that I've said that out loud, I think my favorite is still the Harry Potter one, and definitely aligns with Sonny's character and what happened in this film. And so it goes a little something like this: "It is our choices, Harry, that show what we truly are, far more than our abilities." And I'm assuming that this has to be someone telling him, because they're saying Harry. So Harry didn't say it. Well, I've told you already that I know nothing about the Harry Potter movie.
Me neither.
I have no idea who
But
may
I
have
do
said
like
that.
this line, and I do like how it relates to this film.
Oh my God. I think it's right there with it. Like, just
because he knew a lot about a lot of the things, but he didn't take those things and do anything with them that.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah, because
I don't even need to finish that
the two words that obviously stick out to me are choices and abilities.
Because you made choices with your abilities.
Yep.
Because you felt like you had no other options.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe there were other options. You just didn't venture into trying to figure out what they were, because you felt like you were a man at the end of your rope who was trying to prove something. Because what I believe Sonny fails to realize is, you weren't doing this for you or Leon. You were doing this for a marginalized group of people. Not just LGBTQ, but veterans, but you know what I'm saying? People who made a meager salary. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? For immigrants, possibly. You know what I'm saying? You were doing this for a bigger reason. You just didn't want to say that because you didn't want to be the martyr. You didn't want to be the joke because, here he go trying to. But as soon as you got outside, you started screaming Attica. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it was moments like that where I was like, oh, that's where that comes from.
Yes. But like, that's what I'm saying. You already knew that what you were doing was not just to represent you. You already knew what you were doing was to represent a marginalized group of people. And that could go anywhere. You go anywhere with that. You know what I'm saying? Anywhere with that. But yes, he chose to use. I mean, you can use your abilities and make the choices you make. And I mean, he could have walked out of that bank with $50,000 and never got caught. And then that same quote would have resonated different.
Yeah.
Because if Harry Potter was a movie about bank robberies and he was a successful bank robbery, kids would be out here robbing bank robbery. Bank robber.
Yeah.
Kids would be out here robbing banks.
They would. They surely would.
I mean,
they wouldn't be wearing little lightning strikes on their forehead and wine.
They would be out here robbing. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's great.
Yeah, it truly is. It truly is. So, yeah, enjoyed the film. I love the nuance of the sense of pride and LGBT in it, where I like that we went this route where that is not the center, that is not the only thing, because I think that that's a story trope that's old now too. It's just like when we talk about Black people and Black film and Black cinema, it's not about always like us being goddamn slaves. Like, we just like the hang out with friends, fall in love, have sex, go to amusement parks, go be in horror movies, like be scared, like get killed, be a killer. Like, there are things, whether it's fictitious or whether it's not, like we just live life too. And I think that that is something to say about the LGBTQ community, is that they are just humans just like the rest of us. And so they love hard, they go out and make bad decisions. You know, they have crushes. You know, it happens. It's true, and we have to stop only telling stories about the coming of the out. You know,
The coming of the out.
the coming of the out. I got in my Jarrell Siobhan bag with that one. The out of the coming. It is more than that.
You
The
got in your
LGBT
Yoda bag with that.
right.
You
Yeah, that was my Yoda bag right there. It is way more than that.
Yes, it
So
is.
we
And
have to continue.
yeah, yeah. So next week we're
Yes.
celebrating my birthday.
Hey, it's a real nigga
So
birthday.
anybody who is in this chat right now,
Mm-hmm.
bring a drink,
Yes.
bring $1,
Money.
show your people some love. It's my birthday. But we are also watching one of my favorite
Yes.
LGBTQ plus films that is diving right into a love story of two women.
And we haven't done that. So it's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be, I am so excited. I'm ready to just drop it all.
I've
Just
watched this movie 20 times.
open my
Promise.
eyes.
And I am excited to watch it again because I haven't watched it in about 3 months.
Rip.
Okay.
But like in Chevy world, that is a very long time. Like we said, sometimes in life, you just keep rewatching the stuff that you love.
I enjoy it. I enjoy it. I mean, but I was telling Jarrell about it the other day, and it's straight. I got like, damn, this movie is really a lot.
It's a lot. It's a lot. I'm
It's a
so
lot.
excited. I'm so excited to watch it. I really, really am. Just because it's your fave, it's gonna be your birthday. I'm excited. I'm excited to watch it.
Yes.
Good
All right.
times.
Toya, tell the people where they can find you, what you're doing, what you're about.
You can find me on IG at Latoya Coates, also Point of View Finder. I'm about to get right back into it with Point of View Finder, dropping some photography, interviews, some challenges. So look towards that. Look forward to that. Got some really cool stuff. Misfitted Academics just dropped. I'm sorry, Misfitted Academics presented by Darker Than Blue, presented by Misfitted Academics. We're about to drop a new short for y'all called Relationship Goals. I mean, I think you can kind of see where that might be going. So be sure to check that out this month. Let's see, always over at Books We Should Have Read, getting our 10 pages a day. When I get out of here, I'm probably gonna have to read me a little something, get my 10 pages in real quick. And as always, just like 2 snaps in a circle, holler at our YouTube and all that beautiful stuff. And yeah.
All right. I'm Chevy the Superstar. On Twitch, I am S the Superstar. On all other platforms except for Facebook, my real name is there. If you know my real name, you can find me there. I'm not telling you. Yeah, I'm really into this TikTok bag. Some of my videos, been on the For You page, you know what I'm saying? 600 views or whatever, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I posted a new TikTok video today. I'm Chevy the Superstar on TikTok as well. So go watch that.
Yes.
You know, I got some Funko Pops and I opened the box. You know,
yes. I love you, eating the food, the rare munchies.
Yes,
we have to do it. We have to get another box. I'm down.
Oh yeah, I'm down. I'm down.
We have to do that.
Yes, we definitely need to. What else? Oh, like I said earlier,
GFT.
Next Wednesday at 9 p.m. I will be going live at GFT Radio on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube, and we will be talking about the first 2 episodes of Loki. Okay, if you don't know, you need to go watch it because it's really good. It's really good. It's a lot happening. It's a lot happening. Okay, this is literally changing the multiverse,
bruh.
So please,
I'm telling you, every time
it's real. It's real.
My whole timeline just be.
It's real. It's really, really, really real. Like it's realer than I thought. Because I was just like, oh, the episode is real good. And then my friend was like, no, you don't understand. Things have happened. And I'm just like,
Oh,
what happened?
what?
Like,
What
and he's like, I'm
happened?
about to call you. And I said, oh, okay. Like, all right.
Oh,
So, yes, be sure to tune in for that on Wednesday at 9 p.m. As always, please subscribe to our YouTube channel at Two Snaps in a Circle. And meet us here next Thursday as we will be discussing Carol. And it's gonna be my birthday.
hey, hey.
Yeah. Can't get drunk though. But
Can't get drunk.
well, actually, I ain't got to work on Friday. Anyway.
Right, kombucha moment.
All right, guys. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. L Rookie Beebs,
Yeah.
GFT Radio, and anybody who was lurking. Thank you so much. It's Two Snaps in a Circle, and we are Seacrest